Coaster, coaster cruise.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
Alrighty guys, here we are at Fun Spot America. It's huge! Talking with Judy, the marketing administrator here. Checking out their new expansion we have. They're getting huger. You can see right behind us here, this is gonna be their new entrance. You can see the, my favorite word in the entire world is a porta-cachet, and they got a porta-cachet being built right there where people will be able to drop their
Trust me, I hang out with this guy probably 3 times a week. Every time possible, he finds the time to mention a porta-cachet.
For those of you who don't know what a porta-cachet is at home, just Google it and you'll be like, ah, that's a porta-cachet.
Assuming our audience could spell porta-cachet. I don't think they could. Anyway, this will be the new building where they come in. Now, Judy, what are we gonna have in this new building here?
We will have a candy shop, a VIP lounge, 7 new ticket windows, restrooms, and a first aid safety kind of room.
Very cool. And you can see behind me the giant parking lot, because if you've ever been to this location, you know the parking was not very big, and now it's plentiful.
It's huge.
Haha! I see what you did there. All right, so we're gonna go inside. We're gonna take a look around. Of course, as you enter the park, you're gonna see these 2 roller coasters just on your right, which are fabulous. We'll talk about more about them in just a minute or two.
Alrighty, here we are standing in the station for the Freedom Flyer. As you can see, part of the train is here, now using the track. And then if you look around us, you'll be able to see some of the seats and stuff all covered up.
There is one seat over here that is uncovered, so you get an idea of what these guys are gonna look like.
I will tell you, this will not be the video where you see me climbing into a random seat somewhere.
No, as hilarious as that would be. And also interesting for this type of ride, they're going to have just the lap bar, right?
Yes.
Which is good. I know we've had some interesting experience with some of the rides of a similar nature, but the lap bar should very help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Over here you can see air gates and that kind of thing going in. Really nice. They got a big helix here with some landscaping going in underneath. And this ride seems very far along in the construction process here.
It is. It's about 98% complete. They are finishing up some electrical, and then the seats will go on, and it should go into testing within probably the next 2 weeks.
Well, then we might have to come back.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on over here, you can see it's not your traditional Vekoma Junior SLC. It's more of a custom layout. It's done what, here and I believe one other park overseas somewhere?
It's in Sweden.
In Sweden, okay.
Sweden. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of that park because they'll probably get mad.
All right, and you can see the control panels over here. You got the electrical building on the left. And it looks like a cool ride. It fits in very well too. That's what I like.
I really like the colors. It like pops and it has that like Fun Spot Fun kind of
Fun Spot Fun?
The Fun Spot Fun, bright blue, bright yellow. And it looks good, especially when you're driving by on the street. It like, you can see it from the highway and everything.
Very cool, and this will be opening with the park in just about a month and a half or so. So looking forward to this one. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, white lightning! Yes.
You can definitely hear the sounds of them constructing a wooden roller coaster, all the banging of the nails and stuff. And definitely tell they are building a wooden roller coaster.
Mm-hmm. With you know, steel supports, but it is, as you can tell, very wood.
And even though it are steel supports, they did a very good job of making them look like wooden supports.
Yeah.
I know other companies have done the
more gray and this
scaffolding, but this looks very wooden.
Uh-huh. And we're here. We're gonna, of course, where the station's gonna be for the white lightning. Now, Judy, where is it the guests are gonna come in for the ride?
This area here, right between the 2 sidewalks there, they can come right up in, and they'll load that way.
Very cool. And as you all know by now, white lightning's done by our very own friend, our good buddy, Adam House and the guys over at GCI. One of their couple projects they got going on this year. First time they're going 90 degrees, which we're going to show you in a little bit. And it's really cool because the way this ride's designed, it goes all the way along the edge of the property. So from one end of Fun Spot to the other, it runs almost the entire thing.
Yeah, full 10 acres.
10 acre, that's pretty cool. This, I mean, personally, this is the one I'm looking forward to by far the most.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And it's also something new to the Orlando market. You know, they don't have a wooden roller coaster here. So I can't wait.
This might become our only wooden coaster here in Florida pretty soon.
Very true. No, the one in Legoland will be there.
Yeah, that's true. This might be our only wooden roller coaster in Orlando that's taller than.
Yeah, over here. All right, well, we're gonna do more White Lightning stuff as we get to some other parts of the track. But we wanted to catch you guys up on what's gonna the station will look like right over here. All right, down here we're at the first drop of White Lightning. Right here, right along the road, gonna be really cool. And also right next to White Lightning, space for future expansion. Watch this space.
It's even huger.
More White Lightning, this is gonna be awesome. A double up, so cool.
Thanks, Adam. We appreciate it.
That we do. Now, moving on from White Lightning, some other things that are very interesting here at the fun spot. What we have right in front of us is an Enterprise ride, but it's actually one a lot of you guys have probably already been on before. It's the old wheelie from Six Flags Over Georgia. Now, obviously, you can tell it's in pretty good shape for a ride that has been around the block a couple times. And you said you refurbished the entire thing?
Yes, repainted, refurbished.
All repainted, all refurbished, and you could tell.
Once again, going with the bright colors, the Fun Spot fun colors.
Yes. Very cool. You can see there's one train on the track. Everything else will be joining that shortly, I imagine. And it won't be known as the wheelie here. It's going to be known as the Enterprise, as it is in most parts. So, and we've got some heavy-duty construction going on in front of us. We are going to stay away from that. Let's go over here. All right, now right next to the Enterprise is the Rip Curl. Now, where the Enterprise was a ride that's been used and has been seen before, the Rip Curl is a brand new design, which we've had described as the Music Express on steroids. A little bit wilder, a little bit taller than your average Music Express, which is good. And also all new ride. Very big ride too, between the whole thing. It's gonna be quite the impressive structure, especially if you're looking from the other side of the lake here. Now, is this gonna do the typical Music Express stuff where it blasts music in your ear?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, are we gonna go forwards and backwards?
Honestly, I don't know the answer to that.
We'll find out opening day.
I think it would be hilarious if you blast nothing but the parody music videos music. All right, obviously they're installing a sign over here, so I am not going to go any farther that way. We'll check in with you guys in just a little bit.
As much as we do have these hard hats on, that sign will do a little more damage.
Just a bit. Now, remember when we said, Drew the Intern, you're not going to have to climb into any seats? We lied.
Oh man. Here I'm sitting in one of the brand new cars with the brand new Tilt-A-Whirl. They got it. Once again, it's got those bright Fun Spot fun colors. It's got the blue and the yellow and a nice comfy headrest.
Very cool. And also something you don't see a whole lot is a brand new Tilt-A-Whirl. Because most parks already have them, so to get a brand new one, especially with this newer style of seats that you don't see on too many of them. Things like, I think Gobbler Getaway had the new style of seats, and not too many other rides that I could think of off the top of my head. And we are back on the other side of the lake now. As you can see the building right here. Now, Judy, what's going to go in this area here? Because this is stuff planned to be there right around opening, right?
Yes, our Paratrooper and Scrambler and our double carousel that's in our current park will be moving over to this area right at the end of April, actually. All
right, so that'll be one of the first things. So right when you come through the gate here, the first thing you'll see is that big carousel?
The big double carousel, yes.
Very cool. You can see them as I couldn't get a picture of it earlier as I was afraid to get smashed by the sign, but there's the guy's trying to put the Rip Curl sign into place over there. Very cool. So this still a lot of work to be done in this area, but not stuff that should take too long, right? All be good for opening?
Yeah.
All right.
Be open June 8th.
June 8th is the date. Let's move on. There's a lot more to see here at the fun spot.
Hold on. Before we move on, someone's gonna have to release my lap bar here because I don't want to miss the rest of the tour.
Do you think we really need him? I mean,
we could just leave him there.
Fair enough. Let's go talk about the bar. Well, now that we've got rid of Drew the Intern, we can continue the video. Here we are on sort of the main street of Fun Spot USA, and really, really great brickwork. You guys brought in people for this?
We did. We had contractors come in and do our brickwork. This side will be 32 feet. The other side over by Rip Curl will be 24-foot sidewalks.
Anyway, it's something that it's very striking when you do come here. It's very well done. We're now in the Sky Coaster food court building. As you can see, the Sky Coaster, 250 feet in the air, a very large structure, which you'll enter in here. Of course, just like the other one, you need to go and buy your Sky Coaster ticket. So we're gonna take a walk inside, show you guys around. Now, when they go in here, this is going to be the entrance for the Sky Coaster.
This door that we're actually going in is the exit, and they'll come out and go up the stairs.
Okay,
and up the
that makes sense. So they'll come out and then go up the stairs here, and they'll go off on their flight.
Or we have an elevator here that they can go up.
Yes, or if that's of course if they come down from the ride and they're terrified, they don't have to actually walk downstairs. And whatever you do not lean on frame. It's unbolted. All right, moving into the building here, as I hope not to get hit with a jackhammer or something. Good. Now over here to your left is going to be where you can come and you can buy your Sky Coaster ticket. Very similar to the current version, the one in the Fun Spot USA.
That is correct, yes.
And of course, if you're curious what the pricing is going to be, it's going to be exactly the same as the one over there. And possibly serving beer in here?
Possibly.
Possibly. All right, well, let's continue on. As you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm always a little nervous walking around here. Not really sure what's around the next corner. Now we're moving from the Sky Coaster area to what's going to be your food court area.
That is correct.
All right, we're going to pop around the corner here, and this is going to be where people can come and enjoy their foods. Now, what kind of foods are you guys going to be offering?
The same menu that we currently have, you know, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, all the fun food, you know.
Your theme park classic kind of stuff.
Yes,
All
with the
right.
possibility of more.
Possibly more. All right. So that's obviously where you'll get your food. We're gonna have there'll be a beverage counter over here, and then people are gonna pay somewhere over there.
Right where that pole is.
Right where that pole is.
Center is.
All right. Now, the most exciting thing for our listeners is, of course, what's going on over there. And I know if it looks like a bar and it smells like a bar.
Then it is a bar.
Exactly. We're gonna have all sorts of beers and wines over there right now.
That is correct.
Very cool. Now, do you know exactly which type of beer you're offering yet, or is that still in negotiations?
Well, no, we currently offer Budweiser products.
Very cool.
Yingling, stuff like that.
Big fan of Budweiser products. Look at that. And then as we move over here, we're gonna have the seating area, which is far more massive than any seating area you guys have had before.
This is definitely huger. We go from 4 tables to seating for 220 people.
Very cool. All right, now let's go check out the roller coaster a little bit more. We're now at the top deck, the Sky Coaster loading area. Of course, you guys that have been on a Sky Coaster, you know what this thing here is. That's where you load up, you get locked in, and you go on your adventure. You can see some of the ropes and stuff are up in a very dizzying angle we've got from up here. And it's really cool because you're going to have shade structures and all sorts of stuff up here so people can hang out and watch their buddies take the plunge.
That is correct. We'll have some shade structures, some seating and everything. Eventually maybe a bar up here, but that will not be anytime soon.
I like that idea though. I like your thinking. All right, of course, if you do the Sky Coaster, you're going to suit up over here. Lock in right there and then go for the big giant adventure. Personally, they terrify me. Clint's made me go on the one at the other park a couple of times. And it's very terrifying in my opinion. The one part of the expansion I'm not looking forward to because I'm sure I'm gonna have to do it at some point. Also up here you get a great view of everything. You can see them still trying to hang the sign up over there at Rip Curl. Really good layout of the whole property. And my favorite part is, yep, he's still trapped in the Tilt-A-Whirl. Hi! Yep, he's missing out on the rest of the tour. Now, as our fans, we know you are huge nerds. From the top of the deck, you can see, of course, the many roller coasters of Universal Studios Orlando, Florida. See, there it goes. Yay! And vice versa, you could also see Fun Spot now from all over town, thanks to the 250-foot Sky Coaster. All right, well, we got one more segment left. We're going to talk a little bit about the kids stuff and then go see where GCI is going 90 degrees.
In this area, we are moving our Kid Spot area. We're adding a new Kiddie coaster, the Sea Serpent. We'll also move our Scooby-Boo ride and our fun slide over to this area for the first summer, and then eventually all of the Kid Spot area will move over to this section.
And of course, the one question that's on the mind of all the nerds watching this video right now, can adults go on the kiddie coaster?
It will have the same ride restrictions as our kiddie coaster in our Kissimmee Park, so yes.
There you go. You could come to Fun Spot and get not 1, not 2, but 3 roller coaster credits for those that is important to. Now let's move on. We got one last part of the park we want to show you about, and that's going to be over here, back where the of course the White Lightning is. But we've also got some work going on, heavy work going on the go-kart track.
We do. This is our commander track. It was our easiest track, a simple figure 8 with a couple of hills in it. And now it will be expanded to our tallest track and our most difficult track to drive. And this was built all in-house by Fun Spot crew.
Very cool. And that's, you know, how you guys got your start was really in the go-karts and that kind of thing.
Yes.
And you own how many patents on go-kart technology here?
We have 4 patents.
There we go. And obviously when you come to Fun Spot, especially right now, a big part of it's go-karts. The roller coasters and sky coasters will help a little bit, but it's very cool. Now what's awesome about this is Fun Spot, I mean, they've got a lot of land now, but you know, they still try to make really good use of your land. So I'm going to take you over here where the roller coaster and the go-karts kind of combine. As I try not to step on some building material. As you can see, they're getting there with the go-kart track. It's actually kind of a cool thing to watch them build like this. But I love this shot right here, where you can see just how close the go-kart track comes to the White Lightning GCI roller coaster. Right there, they actually overlap a little bit.
They do. The suspension for the coaster and then the poles, the support structure of the commander track interlock each other there down the valley.
And right there, that's a big thing for the guys at GCI's. It's the first time they've ever gone the full 90 degrees. And what's really going to be a wild turn, because you're almost hitting the go-kart track here and the 90 degrees, that's going to be an awesome part of the roller coaster. And also, it must have been the biggest headache for our buddy Adam and the guys over there to design, as it's built all the supports down there. It kind of built into a valley. So that must have been really kind of tough. And as you can see, it's not much. They've got going from here to there, and they would pretty much have all the track work completed, so it probably won't be too long. And that pretty much wraps up our tour here of the ever-expanding Fun Spot. Of course, now all the details. The big day, when is it?
Our huge opening is June 8th. Doors will open at 8:30 a.m. Our ceremony will begin at 9:30 a.m. and rides will open to the public at 10 a.m. The huge news is armbands will only be $15 that day. You can purchase up to 6 additional armbands to be used in the future, and those are only $15 as long as you purchase by noon.
That is a scoop. I know I'll be here. I can't wait. It'll be a good time. We will see you on
Bye
June 8th.
guys. Thanks for coming.
Guys! That's it! Judy! Adam House! Do I really have to wait till June 8th to get out of this thing? Where'd you guys go?